Welcome back to Tales from the 305, the podcast that brings you some of South Florida's quirkiest tales. I'm your host, Jay Marquez, and today we're pulling into Sweetwater, a tiny city of about 19,000 residents nestled in what used to be a swampland bordering the Tamiami Trail Canal, dubbed Little Managua, and famed for its motto, family, God, and education. Our story kicks off in the roaring 1920s land boom when the Miami-Pittsburgh Land Company platted out Sweetwater groves, slicing up swampy flats into prime real estate. But the 1926 hurricane and market collapse left those parcels soggy and half-forgotten, perfect for anyone with a dream and a shoestring budget. Long before they built tiny cottages in Florida, this troupe began in 1907 as the Petrograd Star Company, a band of small-statured performers touring Imperial Russia, Siberia, Manchuria, India, Japan, and beyond. After the 1917 revolution, they rebranded as the Royal Russian Midgets, wintered in Shanghai, and by 1931 had made San Francisco their new port of call, becoming U.S. citizens in 1933. Their big break in Florida came at the 1935 Miami Winter Carnival, where developer Clyde Andrews spotted their act. Struck by their charm and the novelty of their tiny village dreams, he offered them cheap Sweetwater Groves lots, and they bit. By 1938, plans were set for a miniature community outside Miami. Under troupe member Anna Parfenova and manager Joe Sanderland, they raised 9 miniature cottages, each with front doors under 5 feet tall, scaled-down cabinets, and beds fit for someone barely 4 feet high. Locals swore the block looked like a living dollhouse, complete with its own pint-sized post office. After troop leader Michael Sokolsky's death in 1946, the colony's numbers dwindled. Members drifted away, and by the late 1970s, the last original duo, Basil and Mary Fillon, had passed on. Their tiny homes were demolished, leaving only a Cyrillic plaque at St. Vladimir's Church as a silent tribute to their legacy. On October 10, 1941, 12 of these small-statured residents and 13 big folk neighbors voted to incorporate as the city of Sweetwater. Joe Sanderland became the first mayor, Anna Parfenova its inaugural first lady. Officially, they kept family, God, and education, but unofficial signs proclaimed tiny houses, big dreams. No small town is without its oddball moments, and Sweetwater is no exception. The Bilmar Lounge's neon scorpion sign lit a back road, but inside it was pure mayhem. The Bilmar caused such a ruckus in the 1960s that the Dade County grand jury actually met to investigate. They ended up declaring that Sweetwater pretty much existed just to let 2 bars keep their liquor licenses, both conveniently located on Southwest 109th Avenue. In 1975, state troopers raided Bilmar, seizing 3 illegal slot machines and over $4,200 in cash. Locals still whisper about the bullet that shattered the mirror behind the bar during a poker dispute. Hotspots like the Rusty Anchor and the Deep End were straight out of noir. In 1978, a poker game at the Rusty Anchor erupted into a shootout, leaving 2 dead and 3 wounded. The DEA later uncovered $15,000 in illicit chips under the floorboards. Years later, the Deep End went up in flames when a hidden rum-running still ignited, injuring 6 patrons. Even the wildlife in Sweetwater was weird. In 1996, Sweetwater became the center of chupacabra hysteria, when dozens of farm animals were found dead with mysterious wounds. Locals believed the legendary blood-sucking creature was responsible, fueling panic and media frenzy. A radio station even offered $1,000 for a real photo of the beast. Ultimately, Experts determined a large dog was the culprit, but the story cemented the chupacabra's place in Miami's urban folklore. And then there's the case of Gertie, the gator, a 6-foot gator who enjoyed sunning herself on Sweetwater lawns and doorsteps. Homeowners formed a Gator Watch militia armed with binoculars and shotguns, while activists held candlelit vigils. Wildlife officers finally airlifted Gertie back to the Everglades. And Sweetwater also becomes synonymous with police corruption. Perhaps the most notorious case was that of Detective Manuel Pardo Jr., aka the Sweetwater Butcher. Pardo executed 9 alleged dealers between 1990 and 1994 and dumped them in the canal. His downfall came when a fisherman's net snagged a body. Pardo was convicted on 9 counts of murder and executed in 2015. Some say that Pardo was partly the inspiration for the hit TV show Dexter, given the lead character's resemblance to Pardo and being a vigilante serial killer. That wraps up our bite-sized pilgrimage through Sweetwater's history on Tales from the 305. I'm Jay Marquez, and next time you're tooling past Dolphin Mall or the Telemundo Studios, swing by Old Sweetwater. You might just feel the echo of tiny footsteps and big dreams beneath the palm fronds.